Hey, what's good, everyone? It's your boy, Matt Diazabal, doing another album review. Thanks for coming on back. If you've seen the show before, if you're new, hi. Today I am checking out this band called Conservative Military Image, long name, right? With their album called Casual Violence. This album came out in 2023, and this band is like I guess, oi punk hardcore band, and in my mind, it reminds me of a Bad Religion, but a little bit more harder and a little bit more aggressive. It feels like reminds me of that. To me, it feels like sanitized 80s punk. I don't know. It's like punk, but not too like harsh. It's like a little bit softer. But this has got a little bit of an edge to it that's pretty interesting and everything. They're based out of Chicago, and they call themselves like skinhead hardcore and stuff and everything like that. So let's get into this review. The song starts off with like a slow, distorted punk vibe with the intro, with how the riffs and how the boomy drums sound. The drums have a really nice, catchy feel to them throughout this song. The riffs are very crisp. The vocals, they seem a little bit bland and kind of weird in a way, like the guy just kind of stumbled into the recording booth and he just started singing and stuff. Like he's just like really kind of out of place, it feels like. But still, it's a simple punk song with a really catchy vibe to it, so it's overall still a pretty good song. The vocals seem a little bit more aggressive here and raw here. The lyrics really good. Super, super, like I'm getting super Bad Religion vibes here overall, but like more groovier, it feels. Good drum fills on this song, and the mid-song riff is really good over the I Don't Care. Sounds great. Bass sounds really good in the back end of this song and everything. So I'll play a little clip of the only one you were, the only one, the only love you were winning. Ugh, tongue twister.
They stand and watch you drop. If I had the time to sit down and write a list of all the things I say, it goes something like this. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Yes, I am aware that life it isn't fair.
It's a pretty fun song to sing along to, yeah. And I just now thought too, it reminds me of a Korean band called Flush. If you really like this band, I think go check out the Korean band called Flush with two exclamation points. Sounds really familiar to their sound. The opening clip to this song is fucking ridiculous. They use a sample clip from a movie, pretty hilarious. It slowly builds up and then with some deep drums that really hit and some low chuggy riffs. They're kind of switching it up from that fast pacedness they've had in the first tracks, and they're going a little bit slower here, so it sounds really good. Vocals sound much better with each song. Like he just sounds like he's more like in line with the group. Like, yeah. And overall, it's a slow and hard song. Back to those fast and aggressive punk like riffs, and they sound really good. Drums are really in the pocket on this song. The bass has a nice, like, buzzing and like solid feel to it. And the ending of the song is really good and really like bouncy. The gang vocals add a lot to the song at the end of the song. So good job, guys. Drums on this record sound really good. I like that they're not super technical. They're just really solid and have a really deep feel to them. And the bass is really helping on this track by adding some like, I guess, depth and deepness to this track. And what's really cool too, I think they pulled the guitars back. Usually they're like layered up higher, but they seem to scale them back a little bit and put the drums and like more of the bass in the upfront on this song, Let It Lead. I love the riff on this track. It sounds really good. They're really going hard on this short track and everything, especially with the guitar riffs. They sound really mesmerizing and just really solid. And again, the drums are just in the pocket. So I'm gonna play a clip of Yard Hard for you.
You either walk the yard or you're with the guards. Get your ass across the fence, going yard hard. Drop your shirt and hit the ground. Push the floor and knock them out. Bring your water, bring the smoke. Free PT, it ain't no joke. Banned from the pops, kicked out of the club.
So mesmerizing, am I right? Yeah. Very simple guitar riffs here, kind of stretched out over a long period of time with some hard hitting drums in the background and everything. I can't really tell if the bass is really present on this song and everything. Overall, it's a solid, like, pitting, moshing song and everything, but I'm not too sure how I feel about it. The build up at the start of the song is really cool with how the guitars ring out, and then they move into some cool, like, stop and go riffing in terms of guitar playing. The vocals have a nice flow here and style, and the guest vocals really add some nice variety and like rawness to the song, I feel. Chorus is really solid. The riffs, super catchy. And I love how the riffs are simply playing over like the drum kick hits towards the end of the song. It's a well-made song, I think. By this part of the album and everything, I really noticed that the guitar tuning here is very particular. They have a very distinctive sound and everything. The drums are really slamming on this track. And overall, I would say this is the first time I felt like the songs kind of felt a little bit repetitive, but they play so well and they recycle riffs, I think, very well to where it sounds pretty catchy and you just don't really notice. And the back end guitar solo and slow down part of the song is really refreshing. The drums on this track really get you hyped up with how they sound and everything. And the lyrics are fucking gnarly. They're really good here. But I will say the vocals sound a little bit weird again, a bit too bland, like he's back at like not too sure what he's doing. But with the great lyrics and overall great song structure, you kind of can overlook that. And like, I just really love these lyrics, especially at the very end. Like, probably the best lyric I've heard in a long time. The true face of a coward is the back of his head. For some reason, that just goes so hard for me, and just how they play it and everything sounds so good. So I want to play a clip of Protective Posture for you. Literally the last bit of the song. It sounds so cool.
You are of no use, you have no purpose, there is no truth. The true face of a coward, is the back of his head. The true face of a coward, is the back of his head.
Fucking dope, right? So that's my thoughts on Casual Violence from Conservative Military Image. And I want to say that the best way I can describe it to sum these guys up really quickly for me, I feel like they're just like Bad Religion, but with more fuck you kind of energy. Like they have more raw, like punk sounds in terms of their lyric content. Like they have really good lyrics here. And I think that's really, really enjoyable and refreshing, that they're just not just being punk just to be punk. It feels like they have a pretty good message to put into it and having a lot of fun with it as well. And overall, the sonically and just the instruments and everything, the guitars, the riffs are really, really good and really simple and just fun, and just they just got a lot of good energy to them. There's never really a dull guitar riff or anything. If anything, they use a lot of the same riffs, but it still sounds good and everything. It's got a good vibe and everything. The drums, super solid, not technical, but just in the pocket and doing what they need to do and just sounding large and in charge. The bass at times does seem a little bit mixed out, but when it's not mixed out, it sounds really good and adds a lot to the songs and everything. And the overall creativity of the songs, they're very catchy songs. Like majority of these songs to have a hook to it that just like, ooh, gets you in and everything. The production overall, really, really, really good. Everything's crisp, clear, layered very well, I think, for the most part. So excellent job on that. The only thing I have criticism on is the vocals. For me, at first it seemed like he was just like, he stumbled into, like I said earlier, he just stumbled into the booth and everything. So it seemed a little bit bland. But at the same time, like, because he sounds so bland, he's coming in really crisp, so you can hear everything. So it's like, I want him to be a bit more raw, but I love hearing all his lyrics clearly like enunciated and everything. So I was a little bit torn between songs and everything, but majority, great album, great vibe and everything. I see why a lot of people recommended me to check this band out. So sorry I got late. I'm late to the party, but I'm here now. I would say this album is a good, solid 9 out of 10. Yeah, Conservative Military Image. Pretty interesting band and everything. Links down below, check them out. I'm Matt from Diazable. Thanks for checking me out. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me what I'm thinking, leave a recommendation, and until next time, see this and see my ad for my clothing brand. Yeah.
When you're gone, I'll tell them my religion's you. When puncture's gone.